In 1948, Momofuku Ando was convicted of tax evasion and served 2 years in prison. He got out at the age of 40. 7 years after that, his company went bankrupt. Talk about bad luck. But then 10 years later, he invented something that would revolutionize the world of packaged food. Something you, I, and almost everyone we know has eaten. This is his incredible story. Ando had been a businessman in post-war Japan. His tax conviction, he claimed he was funding student scholarships, the government called it tax evasion. All of it cost him 2 years in prison. He rebuilt after his release and started again. But then in 1957, a credit union where he served as director went bankrupt. The chain reaction took everything he owned, leaving him with nothing but a rented house in Ikeda, Osaka. He was 47 years old, and in most career narratives, this is where the story ends. But the interesting thing about careers is that they are not 10-year sprints despite what the hustle bros would have you believe. They are 40-year games. And in a 40-year game, a disaster at 47 still leaves you with decades to play. Ando saw post-war Japan struggling with food shortages. There were long queues for ramen in the freezing cold. And he thought to himself, what if anyone could make a hot meal instantly, anywhere, anytime? He had no background in food science, no laboratory, and no team. He just had a shed behind his house and an idea he couldn't let go of. For months he experimented, trying to figure out how to preserve noodles so they would last. The breakthrough came from watching his wife make tempura. Flash frying removed the moisture, which meant the noodles could be stored dry and rehydrated with boiling water. In 1958, at 48 years old, 1 year after losing everything, Ando launched Chikin Ramen, the world's first instant noodle. 13 years later, at 61, he invented cup noodles after watching Americans break noodles in half and eat them from cups with forks. Today, the world consumes over 120 billion servings of instant noodles every year, a category Ando created from his shed in Osaka. He lived to 96 and ate chicken ramen almost every day until he died. If you have had a setback in your career, a failure, a firing, something like that felt like the end, remember that you're not even at half-time yet. The early game is for making mistakes, and the mid game is for deploying what you learned from them. You have more time than you think.